Hello friends, welcome to SQL Server tutorial. In the last video, we saw how to perform join between two tables. We learned about the role of join column, and we also saw what is meant by inner join. In this video, we will see how to join more than one table, or we can say how to join multiple tables and bring the data together. Now let us look at joining multiple tables. Here, before going into the select list, we will look at the from class. So from our sample database, we are picking one table, table A. So this is the alias name, and join type is inner join. And table A is joining with table B. So this is a second table. So we are joining table A with table B, and based on the mapping column IDA from this table TA, table TB, table TB is table B, IDB. So up to this point, we told to join two tables. Let's say this is table A. We specified table mapping column as well, table A and table B. So up to this point, we joined both the table TA. We can say this is the resulting table TA TB. These two are joined based on these two join columns. From this resulting table, we want to perform one more join, inner join, table trans. So this is the third table. All right. Third table is table trans TT. So if you see, TT is joining with the result of a previous join. And here if you see, when we are performing the mapping column, we are using TT from table transaction. We are picking the ID column and we are mapping it with TA.IDA. So now we know that this is one joining candidate and this one is another joining candidate, and these two are joined based on IDA and IDB. Here we are picking IDA. That means you can also pick IDB. So it's your choice. So this table contains IDA as well as IDB, and join is already performed based on IDA and IDB. Here the new column that is participating in the join is IDD from a table transaction. But here there are two ID exist, so you can freely use anything. You can use TA.IDA or TB.IDB because it already mapped, so you can use anything. So that's all. Here if you see, the resulting table contains join result of TA, TB as well as TT. So all columns from these three tables are available in the result. So now you can pick from any table column. So using alias you can do that. And here if you see TA means we know that table A. From table A I want to see IDA, and from table A I want to see the data A also. The same way from table B we want to see the ID as well as data, and from table or from the third table, table trans, we want to see only the data column, not the ID column. But if you want to see data column, you can still keep tt.idd, right? But since these are all the mapping column IDA, IDB, so they will definitely provide same value. Right here you are joining it. So usually people will put only one ID column, especially when it is inner join. Here we are doing the inner join 2 times to perform join of 3 tables. So you can extend this if you want to join even more tables. So here we joined 3 tables. You can even join 3, 4 or 5 tables. Alright, now let's go to the demo and look at the examples. So first we will pick data from 3 table and quickly review it, because we are going to join all these 3, right? ID 1 and ID 2 exist between table 1 as well as table 2, but table 2 contains ID 3 that doesn't exist in the table 1. In table transaction, if you see, ID 1 exists, but 2 doesn't exist, 3 we can see. So what is common between all these table? Only ID 1 exists between all these 3 table, right? 1, 1, 1. 2 is there between 1 and 2, but the third table doesn't have ID 2. Similarly, 3 exists between trans and table B, but table A doesn't contain that specific ID. So when you bring together, you will get data from table A, this specific highlighted row, from table B, this one, and from table 3, 1 as well as 2. There are 2 rows here, trans 1 as well as trans 5. Right? Now we will perform the join and see the resulting row. So I don't want to lose this result, so let me create a new query window and place our join. So this was already explained in the slide, so we can directly execute. Here we are combining all 3 tables, and if you see, there are 2 rows, and here from data tran we are getting trans 1 and trans 2. So if you want to examine the result, you can see that here 1 TAA, 1 TBA joining with this one, then joining with the second one, right? From first table, from second table, from third table, this is one record, this is common, this is different, trans 5. So this way we are combining all 3 tables. Now let's look at one more example. This time we will use pubs DB. So from pubs we will close this previous 2. From pubs, if you see, we are going to use 4 table. Title we already know. Then there is a table called title author. So title author table, if you see, it contains a mapping between 2 tables. So it's a bridge table. It contains author ID as well as title ID. So if you look at the title and here publisher, a title can be published by one publisher. So title table contains publisher ID, right? But here title author, if you see, here we have title ID and in authors table, if you see, authors table will have author ID. So this author table doesn't contain any title ID here, right? Similarly, titles table, if you see, title table doesn't contain any author ID, but there is something called title author that performs a bridge between those two tables. Here author ID, title ID. That means a title can be written by more than one author as well. So just looking at the data here, if you see BU 1032, here also we have BU 1032, right? This title is returned by two authors. Sometimes a book can be written by more than one author also, right? 3 or 4 people writes one big book, and they may contribute to different chapters. So a title can be returned by multiple author, or an author can write more than one book. Here is one good example. So this is the author ID. He contributed to book 1032, and he contributed to one more book 2075. So now we will bring all this information together. We will pick data from title, then we will tell who are all the author contributed to that title. Then we will also tell who is the publisher for that specific title. That means here the join involves from 4 different tables. So whenever you look at a table that goes with table join that goes with more than 2 or 3 table, so instead of looking at the select list first, we have to look at the from class and understand the join. So title, inner join title author, titles, inner join title author, join column is title ID. So this will give a resulting of combined title and title author columns. From that result, we are introducing publisher, and we are performing the mapping between publisher ID and p.publisher ID. So from this result, we are picking t.publisher ID, and from the new joining table, we are picking the publisher ID. So now we will get a combination of 3 tables, and we are introducing author table as inner join. Then from author table, we are picking the author ID and mapping that with the previous result, ta.author ID. Right, title author was already joined, and from that we are picking ta author ID, and we are making join with the author. So once all the data are combined, then using these aliases, titles T, title author TA, publisher P, and authors A. So using these aliases, if you see, we are picking the relevant data from title. We are picking the column name title. From title, we are picking the type. And from author table, we are picking last name and first name, and we are combining that with a column. There are 2 columns. We are combining that with a column and setting an alias name for the column as author name. Then from P is publisher. From publisher, we are picking the publisher name. So now if I execute for any book title, so net etiquette, book type is popular comp, author name is Loxley Charleny, and publisher name is Algo Data Info Systems. Right, so from title, we are picking these 2 data, and from author, we are picking first name and last name, combining it, then we are picking the publisher. So here let's use order by class, order by author name, if you see here, the author is repeating here, and book title, if you see, this is two different book title. So an author contributed to more than one book here. You can see other author also contributing more than one book, right? Now, instead of order by author name, this time we will use book title, order by. And if I execute this join now, so there are books, if you see, contributed by more than two authors, more than one author, I mean. Sushi, anyone, two authors, actually three authors for this book, right? So more than one author contributing to one book. So that's why the relation here is between title and author is many to many. A title can be written by more than one author, and an author can write more than one book. So that's why there is a third table, title author, and that acts as a bridge between author table as well as a titles table. And we performed the join as well here. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.